Hey, what's up everyone? It's Michael with Colorcubic, and I'm back again with a new episode of Design with Purpose. So in our previous episode, what we did was we revisited an older tutorial called Circles from Object Surfaces, which you can find here. In that episode, we decided to revisit the process for creating holes from object surfaces, but doing so in a way that didn't create n-gons and retained quadrangle polygons throughout the entire process. And with that process, what we achieved was an array of holes knocked out of the surface of an object, which you can see here. So in this process, what we're going to do is we're going to expand upon this, and we're going to turn this into a curved surface using a really quick method. Now, before we get started, I want to preface this with the fact that I'm using Cinema 4D R19. Now, you can use this process in earlier versions of Cinema 4D, at least down to R16 and upwards of R23. With that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. So right away, I want to make sure that my live selection tool is selected and that my model tab is turned on. And I'm going to come over here to my objects tab, and with this object selected, which is the array, I'm actually just going to double click this and rename this to array. There we go. Now I'm going to come over here to our bend tab. I'm going to click and hold this, and I'm going to come down to spline wrap and select spline wrap. Now I'm going to take the spline wrap and drag this and drop it into the array. Next, what I want to do is I want to come over here to our pen tab, click and hold this, and I'm going to come over to arc and select arc. Now I'm going to come back to our spline wrap tab, or our spline wrap object, and click and drag the arc and drag that into the spline field in the spline wrap. Now right away you'll see something really weird happens. What this is doing is it's changing the array to map the direction of this arc spline. So one thing we can do is, with our arc spline selected in our objects tab, come down to the attributes window, and let's go ahead and change the radius from 200 centimeters to 900 centimeters. And next, what we want to do is we want to change the end angle from 90 degrees to 180 degrees. So if we just zoom in here a little bit and just orbit, you can see that looks pretty good. The holes look even. So one of the things we need to do, we need to clean up the topology a little bit. And we can do that with our arc spline selected in our objects tab. In the attributes tab for our arc spline, we want to change the intermediate points from adaptive to subdivided. And you'll see that smooths it out pretty well. Next, what we want to do is we want to come back up to our objects tab, and we want to select our spline wrap. And we want to come down to our axis, and we want to change this from plus X to negative X. All right, that looks good. And now let's come back up to our objects tab again. And with our array selected, let's come over here to simulate. Let's come over here to cloth. And let's hold down the Alt Option key on our keyboard and then select cloth surface. What this will do is this will nest our array with our spline wrap in our cloth surface object. Now, with our cloth surface selected and our objects tab, let's come down to the attributes tab of our cloth surface, and let's change the thickness from 0 centimeters to, let's say, 3 centimeters. That looks pretty good. Now, you can increase the thickness of this if you'd like, but this looks pretty good. Now, there's a few things that we can do to improve this a little bit more. If I zoom in here, you'll see there's this weird kind of pinching occurring, and that's just due to how the quadrangles are laid out in our array. So we can fix this pretty easily, but first we need to do is we need to come back up to our objects panel. We need to click this green check mark of our cloth surface. Now let's select our array, and let's right-click, select children, right-click again, and then come down to connect objects plus delete. Now what this has done is it's fused the spline wrap into our array. So it's all one editable object now. So now we no longer need our arc spline. So we can delete that. Next, what we want to do is come over here to our edge selection tab. And we can see what this looks like, all the edges. Next, what I want to do is I want to select U on my keyboard and then L. And this will bring up the loop selection tool. Now there's just a few things we need to change with the parameters of the loop selection tool. In the attributes tab of the loop selection tool, we just want to make sure that select boundary loop is checked. Now if we come back over here to our array, you can see what it's going to do is it's going to select all of the edges of this array. Now go ahead and just select that. Now what you want to do is you want to right click and you want to come down to extrude, and now just click and drag to the right. And what that will do is that will extrude the edges. And you can just eyeball this if you want, or if you want to actually add specific values, you can come to the extrude tool in the attributes tab and just add in those specific values to the offset. And make sure that those values are positive values and not negative values. So now that we've done that, let's come back up to our live selection tool. And now let's come back up to our model tab. And now what we can do is come back over to our objects tab. And for our cloth surface, let's go ahead and press that red X so it's a green check mark. And now when we look at the edges, we can see we don't have that pinching occurring on the edge. So, all right, that's pretty much it. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that. It was super quick. I tried to speed it up as much as possible without losing anybody. Now, if I did lose you, or you have any questions or concerns or any kind of comments, please be sure to leave your questions and comments in the comments section. And as always, I will do my best to respond to you as promptly as I can. If you did enjoy this new episode, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to press that notification bell so you're notified with new content once new content is published on the channel. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the rest of this, and I'll see you next time. Peace.